It is coming to summer. We are your hosts. I am Ryan Supetsharp. First try. Over there is JB Martin. We're talking about Moon Knight. We're not going to ramble on the intro.
We don't get to.
This first try, even though we didn't do one fuck up take. Better late than never, right? We're calling it better late.
Yeah.
Late than never
I don't
reviews.
think you're going to see a lot of the late stuff. We just finally are getting situated. As you can see, it's a slightly different setup again. We have no mic stands in front of us.
Yeah, casual city.
We're trying some nice lapel mics.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So if it sounds a little different, if it looks a little different,
we'll get that.
We're tuning it in. Yeah, right. So Moon Knight finale came out a month ago.
Not 2 weeks ago, and everybody still been buzzing for the last 2 weeks about
I know,
it. To be fair,
know.
so.
Yeah. Well, Marvel's always buzzing, so I think that show will have buzz.
You're right. I wasn't around for episode 5 of the review.
No, I forget all of episode 5 is where they're like
the cliffhanger with the hippo.
Well, it's the payoff with that though, right? So it's like when they're in they're going like
that's right.
It's like the highlight reel. It's like we got to find out everything about both of them because they like shows his past and shit.
That's right.
And it's like the stupid.
And
waste
the whole
of
last episode, which is like 27 minutes, is just. It's just.
I don't know if I didn't like the show. I can definitely say that. You know what I mean?
I liked it, but it's not.
As a whole, no.
It's not.
No.
It's definitely not as good as I was hoping it would be.
It's one of the weakest things I think Marvel has done.
I still think it's good in like the grand scheme of television and their projects, but after coming off of Hawkeye, and I know I talk about Hawkeye all the time.
You come off of Hawkeye, Spider-Man, and it's right before Doctor Strange 2.
It just felt like a letdown.
So it's like fucking. That's why I said like a couple of. I was like Moon Knight.
Yeah.
You chose This is where you drop like She-Hulk. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I think you put the lesser-known character in the middle of all of the craziness.
That makes sense.
So that way, if it doesn't do well,
Thor,
you can be like, well, it was an obscure character.
Yeah, well, Doctor Strange.
We knew that wasn't gonna.
That's why it didn't do well.
And people know She-Hulk. I know it's not a top 10, but people know.
No, but people know Hulk though. Even if they don't know who She-Hulk is, it's very easy to decipher that like. Okay,
they're connected.
And they shove Mark Ruffalo into the trailer, so it's like people are like, "Oh, it's a Hulk thing."
Yeah,
finally.
They already don't have confidence.
I know. You're right. They're like, "We're gonna put Daredevil in it, and Abomination, and Wong's gonna show up, and Hulk's gonna be." And I'm like, "Isn't this like a She-Hulk show?" Like,
I still think Daredevil though is just gonna be. She's gonna be probably working against Daredevil.
He'll be like working for the defendant and the prosecutor.
Right,
yeah,
right.
that'd be cool.
That'll be fun.
Like they have a courtroom fight.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll get.
It'll be like at the end of WandaVision when Vision and White Vision like talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like,
we're gonna fight you, but let's talk about other things first.
Yeah, the ship boats in wooden structures and everything. But Moon Knight, the finale picks up, and we're still in Soul World, we're still in Nightmare World dimension or whatever, and it's just Steven and Mark outside of their bodies, right? And we have the hippo lady, who's like steering the ship, and they have to balance their scales, right?
Which
they have to find the balance.
Spoilers, which I never sure you watched it.
Now let's jump to the end, real quick. We'll jump back, but
the very end of the episode, they make the entire episode moot.
Right. There's no point. Yeah. So the bad guy of the whole series, Ethan Hawke, is like. By the end, he's defeated, right?
Which is fine. They don't kill him before the credits, which is great. I'm thinking,
perfect.
Okay, cool. We got an A-list celebrity actor they can bring back, who's actually a good actor. This is, thank God. And then I remember walking in because I watched the episode before he did, and I was like, they really pissed me off at the end, you know? And that's what it was, because after the credits, they come back and they pull him out of the insane asylum to kill him, and it's like,
why? But they do it in the worst way possible because Khonshu is like in a taxi, in a limo, in a white Khonshu limo. He's got like
Spectre on the front
branded
and back.
Everything. Yeah.
Branded Mark Spectre.
And it's revealed that there's a third personality.
Which they hinted at the whole time.
No shit. Like, no shit. But you use them in the worst possible way. Now, we know there's a third personality, right? So let's jump back to... rewind back to when they're balancing their fucking scales.
Shouldn't that have been?
And they find harmony, right? Like they're, because
the theories I've read is that like, well, because they didn't know, then that couldn't have been. But then I'm like, that's bullshit because.
But it's still a part of them.
They both didn't know about each other initially either, and they had to feel it all out to balance the scale. So shouldn't the secret guy?
The hippo lady would have known though. She would have been like, oh, there's another thing in there.
What's going on?
And also down to the very last episode, you have Ethan Hawke going like, however many personalities may be in there. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. It's like They thought everything they made was like way wicked cooler than it was.
My biggest issue was they build this thing as a limited series all along, knowing realistically
the way the show was going, though,
that it
you could
wasn't
tell
gonna be
it's
that
definitely not a limited series.
No, that's not, and I know everybody's like, well, that's not what they meant. They meant they were going to bring the character back, just not do a Moon Knight. But you can't do a show that's only going to have one season and cliffhang it. That doesn't make any sense at all, even if you're bringing the character back, because you're not going to bring the character back.
Hawkeye didn't end on a fucking cliffhanger.
Right?
No,
It gave you like,
wrapped up a story.
she's going to go live with him now and learn how to be a
Hawkeye.
superhero.
Yeah, fine.
And they're eating dinner, and it kind of pans out, and everybody's happy.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, no cliffhanger,
nope,
right?
We got a nice wrap up on that one.
He's Captain America now. Bucky's going to be a person.
WandaVision was a semi-cliffhanger, but it was literally going into
that
a movie that COVID delayed, that was actually supposed to come out right after WandaVision.
They were supposed to come out together.
Right. So that makes way more sense.
WandaVision was supposed to be where Moon Knight is, theoretically.
Right.
Yeah. So,
well, actually, No Way Home was supposed to come out after.
Well, but you know what I'm saying.
As
of now.
It would have rolled right into the movie.
That would have been
You would have got like 3 weeks in between to debate the end, and then the movie would have hit. So people need to get off of that thinking that, all the second act's bad because they ruined Wanda or whatever. I know I haven't seen the movie, but I've read enough knowing that people don't think it's right for the show, but most people don't pay attention enough to understand.
It kind of undoes some WandaVision stuff. No spoilers, but like it obviously references that,
right?
And that's a big point
but like
of the movie.
I think she was never a good guy. I don't think I know, and they just had a bigger bad guy, a worse bad guy, a badder bad guy.
She was like a temp hero. Yeah.
She was just an anti-hero in that show. Yeah. She wasn't even really a hero. Vision, if anyone was a hero, Vision was the hero.
Yeah. Well, couldn't have been Vision Wanda. That just wouldn't have made any sense.
Well.
But the problem is, like, with that, it's like you get a cliffhanger, but again, it's paid off in what was supposed to be a month, like a 3-week time period. But
that's what I'm saying. They didn't do that with any other show for, I think, a reason, because they didn't need to tie. Loki ended on a cliffhanger, but Loki also wrapped a bunch of stuff up and set things going forward. But Loki wasn't a limited series ever. No, and they never said, this is it.
No.
Right.
We know Loki's back.
They're filming Loki now, cool. Right. So we get to see.
Right. The problem is with Moon Knight is like, oh, dope.
Now what?
I can't wait for Avengers 5 when Scarlet Scarab and Moon Knight show up with Nova. Like
they have no plan.
What?
They have no plan.
What?
That's what scares me. I know they normally have a plan, but to me it feels like they don't.
They're doing like a Midnight Suns thing. That's why they're doing like Blade, Moon Knight.
But again, they set too much up for a group series.
Can you have 2 people on the same team with the word Knight? You can't have Moon Knight and Black Knight on the same team.
We're gonna change Blade's name to Blade Knight.
Blade Knight, yeah. Strange Knight, Magic Knight is Dr.
Strange. They're all Wolverine Knight,
Ghost Knight,
yeah,
Ghost Rider,
Hulk Knight,
yeah.
So I mean, overall, I'd give the series like a 7.
Okay,
Oscar
I'm
Isaac,
going like 6.
Oscar Isaac
7,
killed
probably.
it, and I enjoy watching him. He's a great
6s,
actor,
yeah.
and not to mention what I always forget his name. Ethan Hawke killed it.
Yeah.
I loved him in that role.
Yeah. And they
the
killed
raspy
him.
Batman.
Yeah.
What seems.
That's what they do. Marvel does. If you kill the role as a bad guy, they kill you.
We kill you.
But if you're a shitty bad guy,
come back.
you stick around. Yeah.
Or they make you a good guy. So we'll have the Doctor Strange Better Late Than Never review up also. Don't forget, we're still going away Bob's Burger stuff.
Yeah.
He will have the winners in the thing we keep forgetting. We're doing a million things still. I apologize.
Rescue Rangers dropped
Rescue Rangers
today, tomorrow. This might
yesterday,
be posted,
tomorrow,
yesterday.
5 days
it's
ago.
I don't know when.
It's just dropped. We'll have the review up for that. A bunch of stuff's coming. So,
yes, sir.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you.